The downturn is over, and it's us now saying, let's move forward, and this is where we're at tonight.
A Cape Coral City Councilman says it's a sign that the city can finally put the recession behind it with the Cape's very own conference center. Developers of the Westin Resort at Tarpon Point want to build a $14 million convention center right next to the hotel, and they want the city to help pay for it. Tonight, council votes to decide if the city will cover a chunk of that tab. The center would be built right next to the current resort, which is on Silver King Boulevard in Cape Coral. 4 in Your Corner's Tara Molina joining us with more on why city officials think this is a good idea. Tara.
Amy, council members went into tonight's meeting scheduled to discuss this, and though the meeting's been going on for the past 2 hours, they still haven't gotten to it. Here's what's at stake. Developers say this conference center could generate up to $33 million for the city within the first 3 years, but they want some of your tax dollars to get it going. Right now, the Westin's Cape Coral Conference Center is just a plan on paper. The resort's general manager, Eric Ashton, says these blueprints can translate into something for everyone.
Everybody does get a piece of the action when we bring business into Cape Coral.
He tells me the 14,000 square foot convention center could accommodate about 800 people. People, he says, that would spend their dollars beyond the resort.
People that come and visit the Cape end up buying in the Cape.
But he and the developers behind the project want the city to buy in too. They're asking City Hall to waive impact fees on the new construction, essentially shaving about $172,000 off the project. Ashton says it's about creating a partnership.
They want to develop, they want to be here, and they want to continue to do business in Cape Coral.
And Cape Coral's economic development director says it's worth it.
It creates all kinds of opportunities for us, both on the business side and the tourism side, and really as a community as well.
There are a couple of similar event centers in the area. Is there a real need for something like this in the Cape?
As we grow, yes, there is.
Right now, the resort can't accommodate large groups for meetings or events, and they say they're losing that business.
We just don't have the meeting space.
So Councilman Richard Leon tells me it's time.
The city wants this. I mean, for years, people have been screaming, we need a center like this, and here we are. We're about to be able to approve at least some type of funding to help the business grow.
Again, Cape City Council is still meeting at this hour, and at last check, they still haven't gotten to this. Again, they're deciding whether to approve the use of the incentive fund for the project, which means the city will waive impact fees, fronting up to $200,000 in fees for the facility. Live in the studio, Tara Molina, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right.